Hey YouTube, I'm enjoying the Ten Commandments and everything. I try to watch it every year and everything. Um, but this video is not gonna be about the Ten Commandments. Anybody that follow me, my 1,540 subscribers, when you all follow me, I ramble and I talk about other bullshit before I get to the topic. Anyway, the topic is gonna be about Brandy and one yay more and everything. Brandy and I the same age. Brandy, me, Aaliyah. I grew up in that time period. Um, Brandy is 6 months older than me or whatever, but we all 79 babies or whatever. And I grew up in that time period. And I'm not proud about what I'm gonna say, but when I was growing up and everything, when we was 16 and 17, I'm gonna say 15, 16, 17, we really wasn't grown or fast. The word was fast. We really wasn't fast. When I was coming up, they told me I didn't look my age. And typically, and I'm not making up excuses, so I don't want nobody to come on here and try to like tear me down and everything. I do not agree with a grown man messing with a little girl. If he's grown and he messing with a little girl, she childish, she don't, know what she doing, and she shouldn't be messing with no grown man. A child should be a child. But when we was coming up, the rules that they have now wasn't as strict as the rules they had back then. So when I was in high school, it was normal. It was normal to date a guy that wasn't your age. If you was in your late teens and he in his early 20s, didn't nobody really frown upon that or look down on that. And I'm not saying that it should happen. Again, I don't want nobody to come on my page. Oh, you for it? You for a man touching a child? No, the fuck I'm not. No. And even with me, when I was 16, I dated a guy that was in his 20s. He was 21 and I was 16. Yeah. And again, things are different, like how it was back then and now. And if I had a daughter, and hell no, I wouldn't want her to date a 20-year-old man. But of course, each generation think they mature and think they got it together and aware of everything. And I wouldn't want that to happen. But Brandy and her mom, they went into this knowing. You can go look at the pictures and everything. It's a known fact that Brandy was in love with Wanye. They sung songs together. Hell, Medina, I was about to say Medina Howard and Brandy got into it. That song, "The Boy Is Mine," is really about them two. Everybody tried to make it seem like it was about Brandy and Monica. Yes, Brandy and Monica sung the song, but that song was about Adina Howard and Brandy. So all this stuff that I'm talking about is nothing new up under the sun. Yes, they mess with each other. Yes, women, girls, I should say, mess with guys that was typically a little older. That was the thing to do. You didn't mess with no boy your age because hell, he didn't know what he was doing and he was immature. And then most time when you was 16, 17, let's not come on my page and act like you was super innocent and you wasn't touched until you got married. When you was 16, 17, you wanted the guy that could drive a car. Who gonna have a car? Most likely the 20-year-old. It might wasn't the best car, but hell, he had a car. He had a car. You mess with the guy that could do for you. Could maybe take you out, spend his little money on you or whatever. That was like the norm. And again, I don't want nobody coming up on my channel. Oh, he violated her. No, the fuck he didn't. Now that Brandy coming out 20 some years later, 30 some years later, trying to act like she was violated. No, she was not. And I know I'm gonna get some hate. I might even lose some followers. I might even gain some followers. Or people might say, oh, you male identified. No, I'm not. But I hate the fact that they trying to make Brandy seem, oh, she was violated. I heard the rumors back then. I heard the rumors that she was out there. They used to make it seem like Aaliyah was out there. And I heard the rumors about her. And even Monica, she dated an older guy as well. She was open about hers. I think her boyfriend that she dated when she was 16, I think he in prison to this day for killing somebody or whatever. But none of this stuff is brand new. I don't know why everybody acting like it's brand new, like it's shocking. Like, oh my God, he took advantage of her and her mother knew. Damn right, her mother knew. And she was down for it or whatever. And the same with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. At that time, I'm gonna be honest, at that time when Aaliyah and R. Kelly was messing with each other, we just looked at them as a young lady, a young mature lady, because the way Aaliyah carried herself, and you carried yourself like you was an adult, not necessarily acting hot in the ass or acting grown. If you carry yourself like a mature lady, people will treat you like a mature lady. I'm gonna be honest with you. If Aaliyah and R. Kelly, when they dated, if everything would have just, stayed the same with them, and they would have like kept dating or whatever, and let's say they stayed together for like 10, 20 years, nobody would frown upon what they had going on. Nobody would have looked, at R. Kelly like he was the monster. R. Kelly started looking like a monster when he kept messing with young girls. He kept messing with young girls, and then they saw that he had a problem. And I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself or anything like that. But then he kept getting them younger and younger, and he kept getting older and older, and he was getting them younger and younger. And so that made him seem like a pedophile, which he was. But when Aaliyah was dating him, they just looked at it as a young lady dating a guy that she admired and she's in love with. The same thing go for Beyonce and Jay-Z. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they either 12 years difference. They either 12 to 15 years different. I gotta look up their age after I do this video. So I'm gonna say alleged, but I do know that Jay-Z is way older than Beyonce. And word on the curve, he was messing with her when she was 17. Again, I'm not making up excuses for them. None of the stuff that's out there is brand new. Only reason why people is not looking at Jay-Z like he's some pedophile is because he didn't keep doing it. He didn't keep messing with young girls over and over and over and over. He got with Beyonce. He stayed with her. He stayed with her. He stayed with her. He stayed with her. He didn't keep doing it. And the same for what's her name? What's that girl name? She's a supermodel. I keep calling her a girl, but these women are grown like me. Kimora Lee Simmons. I think she's a little older than me. Kimora Lee Simmons. Word on the curve, her mother signed her over to Russell Simmons when she was 13, but he claimed he didn't touch her until she was 17. Nah, messing with a child like that is sexual harassment. That is molestation. That is wrong. They don't really talk about it to this day. Word on the curve, he live overseas somewhere or whatever, but none of this stuff is new. So that's why I don't get like why people are acting like all this stuff that's going on, like, oh, it's brand new. We're like, oh my God. Oh, this stuff was thrown up in our fucking faces. We saw this every day. They was in the magazines and stuff was thrown up in our faces. Now that it's more stricter, and some men, I have to admit, some men do have a problem when they want to mess with like little girls, like little underage girls or whatever, like young, playing on the playground, young. That's sick, you know. But 16, 17, well, 18, grown. Some girls dated older guys. Now, if you 16 and you dating somebody 45, I'm sorry, that's gross. That's really gross. Or if you 13, I had a cousin that was 13 and she dated a 30-year-old man. Now that was gross. Even I thought that was gross. She was 13 and I was 18 at the time, and I was looking at her baby daddy like he was gross. When you 18, you see a 30-year-old man, you think that's old. And I couldn't believe she was dating somebody that old. And to this day, we couldn't figure out why her mother didn't press any charges. She ended up getting pregnant by the guy. Her mother never pressed charges. He still take care of his twins that he got with her to this day. The twins are grown now. And again, I don't want nobody to come up here like, oh, you for that shit and da-da-da. No, I'm not. No. If somebody's taking advantage of a person, yes, that's disgusting. That's wrong. That's very, very, very wrong. But Brandy wasn't being taken advantage of. She wasn't like some naive girl that wasn't didn't know what was going on. She knew what was going on. She knew very much what was going on. She knew what she was doing. Brandy knew what she was doing. Aaliyah, when she was messing with R. Kelly, she knew what she was doing. They wasn't some like, some little naive church going girl that went to church every Sunday. She had strict parents and her mother didn't let her go off the porch. She had to stay on the porch. Now these girls, they was out there, and when I say out there, I don't necessarily mean like they was sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry and Joe and Mike and all that. Like, they had very mature jobs where they had to be mature women and grow up quickly. So they really wasn't being taken advantage of. And their parents knew. Whether they want to come out and say they did or didn't, their parents knew. Their parents knew. And Monica, they used to say she was fast back then because she was dating an older guy. She still talk about the guy that she dated. I think his name was C Murder or whatever. Everybody knew she was 16 and I think he was 21 or something. I forgot what age he was at the time. But she still talk about it. Monica is up there with me. She's my age. So I guess next, Monica gonna be on front of a book, looking all sad and innocent. Oh, see, murder took advantage of me. And again, like I said, I am not trying to be funny, cruel, anything like that. This type of stuff happened. It happened in the black community. It happened in the white community. My definition of a child molester or somebody that take advantage of children is like somebody that's super grown and they looking at like a little girl at the playground. They messing with a like 6, 7-year-old. That's my definition of a pedophile. Somebody that like little kids or even touch a baby. That's crazy. But most teenage girls, they typically date an older guy. Not like on TV or whatever. I hate to bring up TV and put it with real life. You watch these sitcoms, they always show the teenage girl that's 16 and she have a crush on the college guy. TV gonna, make it look all cute or whatever. Shit like that really happened. shit like that really, you know, went down. Now, of course, on television, when they show you like little sweet little sitcoms with the teenage girl going to like a college party, her mother or her father get to the party just in time and talk to little Cindy Lou. And yes, I'm making up names, but I'm trying to give you a visual. Like, oh, that's a 22-year-old man. You know what he want. And then the girl would go, yes, Dad, I understand. I know what he want. And then they'll walk off together. And then, you know, the ratings will come up. And, you know, Cindy Lou didn't lose her virginity because, you know, her father was there to talk to her or whatever. But in real life, shit go down. And again, I'm not like saying it's right, but shit go down. And I really wish this damn Brandy and Wanye shit would just fucking go away, because this man is not like some pedophile that go around touching little girls. Yes, he dated Brandy back in the day. Everybody know that. He he wasn't an R. Kelly. He didn't keep it up. R. Kelly kept it up. The girls got younger, he got older. That's why R. Kelly is up under the jail, which he should be up under the jail. And everybody saw that tape. Everybody saw that tape with him and that little girl. That was a baby. That girl looked like a little girl. She got her book out now. But anyway, I just wanted to do a video. And I just wanted to speak my piece and speak my part on the situation while it's hot and everything. And I really wish this shit would fly over. I heard that Brandy book is lame. They say it's very, very boring. I didn't read it. I haven't read it. They said the only good part is when she mentioned Wanye. Maybe she had to mention it to make it sound good or whatever. But he did not take advantage of that woman or that girl. But they were both young. And they keep showing this video when he kept saying he was in an interview and he was like, yeah, she was old enough to get it and he was young too. He was. He wasn't like some 30-year-old man. He wasn't like near 40 when he was messing with her. They both was young. I bet if she was 20 and he was 26 because he's just 6 years older than her, nobody wouldn't like, you know, would have looked at it wrong or whatever. But stuff like that happened. I bet you can go to any high school. When I was coming up, a lot of girls got pregnant. And a lot of those girls that got pregnant, their boyfriends didn't go to that high school. Their boyfriend was in their early 20s. Now, it was rare you heard anything about a girl being pregnant and with an older guy, like 30 plus. But when we heard things about that, we looked at that like, oh, girl, that's gross. Or, oh, girl. Like, ugh. You know. But usually, these guys was like close in range and close in age with these girls. And again, please don't come on here and try to tear me down or whatever. I'm just explaining the situation. I do not feel sorry for Brandy. She trying to get on this gravy train and make it seem like she was violated, or either she probably could still be hurt, because our first loves, a lot of time with our first loves, we thinking that, you know, they're gonna marry us, give us the baby, and we live happily ever after. And a lot of times that don't happen. You know, life happens. And again, I'm not saying that it's bad or good, but life, it happens. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to do a video and everything. I'm going to go back to watching the 10 Commandments and everything. I just wanted to do a video, and I want to talk about Brandy and Wanye, and I just wish the shit would fly over and everything. And if you like my video, hit the like button. If you don't like my video, tell someone. Maybe they'll like it, and maybe they'll hit the like button. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you feel, what you think. When you was younger, did you date an older guy? You know, just talk to me. and I talk back. And another motherfucking thing, YouTube don't fucking pay me any YouTube checks over here. YouTube's supposed to pay you from the 21st to the 26th. Within them 5-day period, you get a YouTube check. I do not get a YouTube check. So I would like it and love it if you all support my channel, help it grow, tell people about it, say shit in the comments so my stuff can get out there. And I see the subscribers and everything. My numbers are going up. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I want my watch time to go up. And I want to get some YouTube motherfucking money. Yeah, I want to get some motherfucking YouTube money. I'm trying to manifest some YouTube money. So you won't see me up here with this damn dirty ass scarf. Yeah, give me some YouTube money so I can get me a desk and get me an office and do my videos in my office. Yay! So support my channel, and my cash app is SFlawlessJ1, and help us sister out. But I do appreciate the following. It is going up because, like I said, I got 1,540 now. So yay! But interact with your girl. Interact with your girl. And on that note, I am out. I'm gonna finish watching this movie and everything. I love it. They show it every year on Easter time. And happy early Easter to you all. If I'm not up here tomorrow, because I don't come up with dates and times when I'm gonna do my videos or whatever. I just come up here periodically. Everything is authentic. Everything is me. Like, I don't write shit down. It just comes from the brain and from knowledge and things that I had went through in life. And it is pure motherfucking common sense. That's why I named my channel the motherfucking Common Sense Channel. So I may or may not be up here tomorrow. I don't know. But, send me some donations. And I'm out. Bye.